Gowdy, he's the chair of the Immigration and Border Subcommittee. He says the number of illegal immigrants convicted of crimes, not detained, convicted, detained, they're on the loose, that number is larger than the population of Pittsburgh, about 350,000 people. Congressman Louie Gohmert from Texas, Republican, he is with us today. Doesn't that report want to make you vote for Donald Trump?
No, it makes me want to vote for the guy that's been fighting Amnesty while Donald Trump was contributing to Hilary Clinton. So I still think Cruz is the answer. I think a guy that can only get half as many votes in New York as Hilary Clinton would be a problem.
Louis, he can't win. If it goes to I mean, Cruz can't win. He can't, mathematically, he can't win the delegates required, so it's got to go to a contested convention. If you take, come on, Louis, if you take the nomination away from Donald Trump, with all of these victories, the delegates, the votes, and the states that he's won, you take it away from him, and you give it somehow or other to Cruz or anybody else, that Republican Party loses, hands down loses.
Well, that Republican Party will lose if you give it to a guy that can't even get a majority of his own party when his unfavorable rate is between 60 and 70%, and he can't even get but half as many votes in New York. Look, Cruz got 104 delegates in Texas. Trump in his home state got half as many votes as Hillary and got 89 delegates. So, and by the way, there's a reason, Stuart, you have to get 1237. It's because you have to show you can get a majority. And thank goodness the reasoning you're proposing was not what happened at the Republican convention when Lincoln was nominated on the third ballot, because nobody got half of the delegate votes on the first ballot or the second. You have to show that you can make agreements and be the ultimate choice of over half of the Republican Party.
Okay, I've got 2 points to make.
That's still the rules.
I got 2 points. Earlier today on this program, literally a few minutes ago, Congressman Peter King, Republican, New York State, he said, look, if it's not John Kasich, and he supports Kasich, I will support Trump. Now, that's a drift. That's a change in his position. He would support Trump. Secondly, we've got reports that there are quite a few establishment Republicans who are now saying if Donald Trump gets close to 1237, you got to give it to him. I'm beginning to see the establishment, the non-Trump people, cave, and you're not.
Yeah. Well, as Ken Cuccinelli said, I mean, is Trump like saying, if I get in the red zone, you have to give me a touchdown? It's such a violation of all that's fair if you don't give me a touchdown when I get inside the 20. That's ridiculous. You've got to get to 1237. We shouldn't be breaking the rules for Donald Trump or for anybody else. And we have got to have a candidate that can beat Hilary Clinton and who is honest. Now, I had no problem getting fully behind Trump if he was the winner a few months ago, but the more dishonest he is about his opponent, Ted Cruz, the harder he's making it. So hopefully he'll finally become honest about Cruz, and we can bring this party together instead of continuing to divide it.
We hear you, Louie Gohmert, always a favorite guest on this program, and still smiling. Thanks so much,
Stuart. Thank you.
Appreciate it, sir.